So I went to the fonda. Hola, I told you I'd be recording in the morning. I know it's kind of late, but I had to walk back and forth. So I got my steps in. Yes. So I am in the process of gathering information. And then it is such a nice day outside. It's breezy, it's cool, but my apartment doesn't get the draft, right? And some people say they do and they get their windows open. I don't have that. I'm not complaining or anything. But I'm gonna take my laptop in my bag and I'm gonna sit on the patio at the little cafe right there to me, and something, hola, I can tell if you have people or if it's just, oh, hi, yes. So something bit me, I don't know what did. But anyway, buenos dias, good morning. I told you I would get some footage today, and I did. I took the bus to Cinco de Mayo, then I walked to San Felipe and went to the little fonda right next to it. But it was hard to record the stuff and then do the live, right? So I need to get another camera. I'm working on it. I have a sister who's stateside, and I asked her, I said, can I ship some things to you and then you bring it to me? So she said, do it before the 24th. What's today? What's today, the 23rd? So last night I went on the Apple website to see if I can order the Apple 17, because I have an Apple, I don't know what it is, but it is so old that it is time for a new one. And then I said, it's like from $1,000 to $1,500 based on how much memory you want. I want as much memory, 1 TB or 2 TB. So it's gonna be $1,500, $1,600. And then I pick all the stuff. Then it wants me to pick a plan. Well, I'm not there, so I can't, say T-Mobile or whatever these other companies are. And when I skip that, and then I get to the finance part, no, I do the finance part first, then it would say that the page you're looking for cannot be found. And I have an understanding that maybe it's because I am doing the search from Panama. A lot of times they don't cross over borders, and so my other option would be to call my cousin in Florida and have her order it, ship it to the girl. They do have an Apple store here, but everything here that's electronic is, the prices are really high, so I don't know. But anyway, I will tell you what I had for breakfast, but everything is gonna be, I'm gonna try to get, if I go over there and I can get next door, and I can get another typical Panamanian breakfast, then I'm gonna do the video, post it tomorrow, and then next week, I'm gonna plan on going to different places for breakfast, not just Panamanian, okay? So this morning I already had beef steak, which is some kind of beef, but the first time I tried it, they give you like a piece of beef, it was tough. This one, they cut it and they put peppers and onion, sign me up, and it was pretty good. So when I was walking to San Felipe, they have all the little fondas. But I got there around 8 and all the guys are already left. Usually when I go around 6 o'clock, that's when they're all eating the fish and the hojaldra and all that. And then something I noticed today, the lady had fried pig liver, Hidalgo de puerco, that's what they call it. Hidalgo, that's liver over here. And then he said Hidalgo de pollo. So they had chicken liver, and it looked like they had fried it. And then she said, $2 por $1. And I'm like, that's kind of expensive. So I got the fried bread. She gave me 3, and then I give her $1. She gave me a quarterback. So I assume they're 25 cents each. So I put it in my bag. When I went to the fonda, I had that shredded beef, and they had the corn tortillas, which you're gonna see in the video pictures. And they had eggs. I had a fried egg, huevo frito, hola. You can also have the egg boiled. What else did they have? They have a big chuleta. Chuleta is like pork chops for breakfast. Ooh. They had the fried fish. She had white rice. And it's like multiple little fondas next to each other. That's the place. I'm thinking one of these spaces, I could use to do my little breakfast thing. If I get crazy enough and decide to do it. But I look, they don't have a grill. They only have like a stove, and that would be a no bueno for me. I need a grill. I'm sure I can get it. I can figure it out. So what else did I have? So I had a small coffee. The coffee wasn't bad, but I didn't, I should have had a larger size, because if there is anything Panamanians have in the morning, it's el café. El café with whatever, with the fried bread, with the empanadas, with the corn tortillas, café, café, café. So in the video, there was a lady who was kind enough, and I said, tell me what else you have for breakfast. So she told me, and then I said, what do you have for breakfast? And she said, oh, Joe, mi pancito con café. And I'm like, what kind of pan? So she goes on the side, she opens a little bag, her own bread, and she said, you want some? She cut it and gave me a piece. And she said, it's got cheese in it. So that's what she has for breakfast. So breakfast could run the gamut, right? And then another place had some soup. She's like, con rabito. That means a little bit of tail, and they have the foot in it. They make a soup, and I'm like, I'm not ready for that. I don't eat breakfast. So I was looking at that beef, and I'm like, ooh, I'm going to eat all that. I'm going to be, ooh. What else did she have there? So she went over it with me, and they have crema de avena. They get oatmeal and they put milk. They call it crema de avena. So she said, and they put it in a pitcher, and then they pour it in a cup. I didn't have that. Or they can have, and I said, you can have the shishemi too. She said, yes, shishemi. That's that corn porridge. Remember, I don't know if you saw my video. They bottle it, or if you go to the fonda, they give it to you in a cup. And then she said, café, crema de avena, shisheme. She wasn't selling juices, and juices in the fonda, at the fonda, we call them chicha, C-H-I-C-H-A, chicha. So you don't go to, and I tell the student, I said, don't go to a fonda and ask for a jugo de naranja. That's how they say orange juice of orange. Jugo de piña, juice of pineapple. So I said, don't ask for that. You have to say chicha de. Okay, that's the Spanish lesson for the day. So I didn't see other chichas, and I said limonada. They have lemonade that they make with the brown sugar cane that we call raspadura. Okay, so I said, okay, that's all you have for breakfast. Oh, and also they had chorizo tableño, which is the chorizo that like it's a sausage they make here, called chorizo tableño. And they show you how they make it, not there, but I've seen it on TV, where they mash the meat, and then they put all the spices, and then they put it in the casing, and then so you could buy like a thing, a long, that have multiple sausages, or they'll say 50 cents a piece, and if you have 5, you pay $2.50. But I tried that last year, and I was not feeling good in my tummy, so when she said, hey, you can have that for the plate, I got it, but I had a bite and then I put it away. I didn't finish it. So I had half of a tortilla. I ate part of the eggs. I don't really like the egg yolk like that, unless it's, scrambled. What else did I have? The beef, I had that. Oh, and then she said, oh, patacones, gonna be bien caliente. They were just finishing up the fried plantain. So she said, how many? I said, give me 2. So I ate the plantain, and then I pulled out my hojaldra from my bag. So I had half an hojaldra, half of the corn tortilla, part of the egg, the beef. I ate all the beef. Shh. What else did I have on the plate? I think that was it. And I had the coffee. And I said, and her bread. I had her bread, the piece of bread she gave me. I'm not supposed to have bread. I'm still recovering from last week, but that's what I had. So I'm going to go back to the cafe and see what I can get, so I can get enough material for the video. And then after I left a fonda, and I was like, I'm right close to the place where I can get all the fruits and veggies. Now I do have a papaya, and it's looking so pretty. It's probably ready to be cut. Yum. I love papaya. I love to cut it and eat it. So I was looking for pineapple. And the pineapple has been kind of weird lately. Sometimes you see a lot of it. But I have not been to Merca Panama, which is a huge farmer's market. Just going there, bringing back is just a trek. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. So this was $1.25, which is expensive now. We used to get 2 of those for $1. Keep that in mind. So, but I love pineapple. If I spend a week without it, I feel weird. All right? And guess what? I said, tiene cilantro. And usually when you go someplace and one person doesn't have it, they yell at each other. They say, tiene cilantro. And whoever has it, they'll go get it for you. So this was 50 cents, which is good because I don't use that much of it because I don't cook during the week. And I wasn't going to get that $3.50 yesterday from Reba Smith. So 50 cents. All right. And then I was like, I had forgotten to bring my backpack, so I wasn't going to carry a lot of stuff. And then I said, I feel like some plantains in the oven. And then I went to the stall on the way back, and there was nobody there. And then the lady who was selling, they cover for each other. She was selling a lot of tickets. And she said, okay. I said, how much? This is a nice plantain. And then she called somebody else. Oh, tú sabes de eso, ven acá. She called it a young lady and she come. I said $1. So I had that's in my hand. She put it in the bag and then she took 2 small ones and put it in the bag for $1. And I said, but what if I wanted the big one? She says it's $1 each. Can you believe the nerve to tell me 1 plantain for $1? I think I was being gringo price right there. I'm feeling that a lot more lately. I don't think I like it, but I think I get gringo price now. I wasn't before, but I think I'm getting gringo price because they see me a lot, often, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, she's got dollars. Let's tell her it's more." I don't like that, but hey, what do? All right, guys. So I'm gonna take my computer and go next door and see if I can get another plate with something different. All right, definitely the coffee is really good, so I'm gonna have a nice cup of coffee. Yesterday, I don't know if you saw my video, I found the hot chocolate from Panama and chocolate. Maybe I put it in here, yes. So usually I do not drink milk, but this is something that one Panamanian sister was telling me to get because this is like a local company and they're like a non-profit trying to, finance some community projects. So of course we want to support them. And then she told me I could find it at Ray. Oh, I can't read that to see how much fat is in this. But I opened it yesterday. I did have some milk and I added some water and put some cinnamon sticks in there. And then when you open this, this is how it looks. Like chocolate bars. Whew. But it is sweet. So that for me alone is not a good thing. I would rather if it was dark and unsweetened, then I can choose to put whatever is sweet. So I made some yesterday, but it doesn't look like it's something I'm going to be using a lot just because of the sugar content. I don't like sweetened stuff. And remember, that's how you get salt and sugar in things that are prepackaged. I was trying to support, it says Corona Tradicional Sabor, Sabor Tradicional. Pastillas individuales, that means, what do you call that? Pastillas. I'm drawing a blank. But it's like bars. Pastillas individuales, individual bars. And pastillas means smaller, right? Okay, so that's that. So that's the plan today. Get enough footage and then see how I'm gonna put this together because with my phone, it's a little bit of a challenge, and I'm ready to get a camera now. I need to get a camera. And that's another thing. I want to order it, have somebody bring it to me, then order it from here. First of all, the quality might be and then the price is going to be high. So remember that. If you want electronics, if you want computers, telephones, cameras, and anything that you want to bring over, bring it. Don't plan on buying it here. I had enough problem with even getting a decent knife. I bought several. It's just not the same. It's not right. Until I went home and brought my knife back. So keep that in mind, okay? Panama is beautiful. I still love Panama, but you got to work with what you have and know what you need to get over there. All right. So that's it for today. The video will probably post tomorrow because that's my posting day, but otherwise it's too pretty a day for me to be indoors. All right, and I walked, so I got my steps in today. Keep moving. Don't go on the Uber for everything. So I walked from Cinco de Mayo to my home, and I took some footage of me walking, so that's another short video that I'll post. All right, au revoir. I'll see you. Bye.